guys, welcome to Essentials of Medicine. In last two video we have covered the most important topic of antifungal drug, that is mechanism of action and classification of antifungal drug. Now in today's video we are going to solve some MCQs on the same topic. So let's begin with. Now let's start with questions. The first question is, which of the antifungal drug affect DNA? The options are flucytosine, terbinafine, glycopholmin and ketoconazole. In previous video we have discussed the mechanism of action of all the antifungal drug, and we know that terbinafine and ketoconazole, these are the group of antifungal drug which mainly act on the enzyme which are very essential for the formation of cell membrane. So we know that terbinafine and ketoconazole prevent the synthesis of the cell membrane. So this can't be the answer. Next option is glycopholmin. So glycopholmin is group of antifungal drug which mainly act on the centrioles and prevent the multiplication of fungi. Right? So this can't be the answer. The next option is flucytosine. Yes guys, this is the right answer because flucytosine is a drug which act on the DNA and prevent the synthesis of the DNA. Right? So this is the option. The next question is, which antifungal drug produces disruption of mitotic spindle and arrests the metaphase? The options are nystatin, glycopholmin, miconazole and terbinafine. Guys, nystatin and amphotericin B are come under polynin group of antifungal drug which prevent the cell membrane synthesis. The next option is glycopholmin. Yes guys, glycopholmin is right option because mitotic spindle are arise from centriole which are responsible for multiplication of fungi, and it is the glycopholmin only which causes disruption of mitotic spindle and prevent the fungi from multiplication. The mechanism of action of last two drugs, that is miconazole and terbinafine, we have already discussed in the last question. Like they are mainly responsible for the prevention of cell membrane synthesis. The next question is, candidiasis of vagina, GIT and oral cavity is treated primarily with. The options are glycopholmin, miconazole, rifampicin and nystatin. Guys, glycopholmin is highly effective against dermatophyte. Azoles like miconazoles and fluconazoles are the drug of choice in the case of cutaneous candidiasis, but for the systemic candidiasis the drug of choice is amphotericin B. The C option is rifampicin. Rifampicin is commonly used in the leprosy and tuberculosis. Another option is nystatin. Nystatin, it is used in other fungal infection. So the correct option is miconazole. The next question is, gynecomastia and irregular menstruation are the side effect of. The options are miconazole, itraconazole, ketoconazole and nystatin. So guys, answer to this question is ketoconazole because ketoconazole prevent the sterol synthesis, so it can cause side effect like gynecomastia in male and irregular menstruation in case of females. The next question is, the mechanism of which antifungal drug inhibit the squalene epoxide? The options are glycopholmin, miconazole, terbinafine and nystatin. So guys, we know that ergosterol is a structural component of the cell membrane, and during the formation of cell membrane there are two enzymes which play a very great role in the formation of ergosterol. The first enzyme is squalene epoxidase, which help in conversion of squalene into squalene epoxide. Another enzyme is 14-alpha sterol demethylase, which help in conversion of lanosterol into ergosterol. So answer to this question is terbinafine because terbinafine inhibit the enzyme known as squalene epoxidase, so it will prevent the formation of cell membrane. So this is the mechanism of action of terbinafine. The next question is, which enzyme combination is involved in a ergosterol biosynthesis? So guys, we have already covered this part in the last question. There are only two enzymes which are required for the ergosterol synthesis. The first enzyme is squalene epoxidase and another enzyme is lanosterol 14-alpha demethylase. So answer to this question is option number A. Next question is, amphotericin B toxicity is monitored by option A serum sodium measurement, option B serum potassium measurement, option C liver function test, option D blood sugar. In part 2 of antifungal, we have covered the side effect of all the antifungal drug, in which we also cover the side effect of amphotericin B. And as we know that the most important side effect of amphotericin B is nothing but the falling potassium level. So we can use this for monitoring the toxicity of amphotericin B. Another side effect of amphotericin B are nothing but the hypomagnesemia, hypotension, infusion reaction and nephrotoxicity. So the correct option is serum potassium measurement. Next question is drug of choice for mucormycosis is option A amphotericin B, option B itraconazole, option C voriconazole, option D posaconazole. So guys, amphotericin B is a drug of choice for the mucormycosis. So this is the correct answer. While itraconazole is a drug of choice in the case of endemic mycosis, sporotrichosis and allergic bronchopulmonary aspergillosis. Voriconazole is a drug of choice in the case of invasive aspergillosis, while posaconazole is used in prophylaxis for invasive aspergillosis. Next question is which of these is not Pauline? Option A nystatin, option B terbinafine, option C amphotericin B and option D hamacin. So guys, hamacin, amphotericin B and nystatin are included under the Pauline group of antifungal drug. It is only the terbinafine that is not included under the Pauline group of antifungal drug. So correct option is terbinafine. Next question is absorption of which antifungal drug increases with fatty diet? Option A fluconazole, option B glycophylamine, option C itraconazole and option D tonabate. So guys, correct option is glycophylamine. The absorption of glycophylamine is increases with intake of fatty diet. Next question is which antifungal drug is used as keratophilic? Option A glycophylamine, option B cotrimazole, option C ketoconazole and option D casmofungin. So guys, correct answer is glycophylamine. That's why it is used in keratolytic fungal infection like dermatophytosis. So correct answer is glycophylamine. Another question is the Pauline antifungal agent amphotericin B causes deficiency of which of the following ions? Option A sodium, option B potassium, option C chloride, option D calcium. So guys, again this question is based on side effect of amphotericin B and we have done this in previous question. So we know the correct answer is option B, that is potassium. Another question is which of the following antifungal drug is most effective in the treatment of invasive aspergillosis? Option A fluconazole, option B ketoconazole, option C flucytosine and option D voriconazole. Guys, correct answer is voriconazole. Voriconazole is a drug of choice in the case of invasive aspergillosis. While in the case of invasive other fungal infection, the drug of choice is amphotericin B. But here is the exception. In the case of invasive aspergillosis, the drug of choice is voriconazole. Right? So correct option is voriconazole. Another question is candidiasis is a fungal infection caused by yeast from genus Candida. Candida albicans is a predominant cause of disease. Drugs that can be used to treat candidial infection are all except option A ketoconazole, option B glycophylamine, option C amphotericin B and option D nystatin. Guys, ketoconazole, amphotericin B and nystatin can be used against the candidial infection. Exception is glycophylamine. Glycophylamine cannot be used for candida infection because glycophylamine is only active against dermatophyte. So correct option is glycophylamine. So guys, moving towards the last question. The systemic antifungal agent terbinafine is keratophilic fungicidal agent that is useful in onychomycosis. The mechanism of action of terbinafine is option A, inhibition of ergosterol synthesis, option B, bind to ergosterol, option C, prevent the formation of purine, option D, inhibition of microtubule formation. So guys, correct option is inhibition of ergosterol synthesis. As we know that terbinafine act on the enzyme known as squalene epoxidase. So ultimately it will prevent the formation of fungal cell membrane. So this is the mechanism of action of terbinafine. The correct answer is inhibition of ergosterol synthesis. So guys, here we complete this video. If you have any doubt regarding this topic, you can ask me in the comment section below. And thank you so much for watching.
Audio Jungle.